Hello, my beautiful, amazing crochet family. I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and we are back with another all over the place crochet broadcast. Yes, 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 y'all. Listen, this is Monday Crochet Conversations, and y'all, we have a good topic to talk about today because this is something that I learned on my crochet journey, and I wanted to share it with someone who may be experiencing this or have experienced this, and we can just chat about it in the comments below, so one thing, and I wrote down a couple of little notes. So one thing that I wanted to talk about is that in order to do a thing, sometimes we feel like we have to follow a certain blueprint. So I am here to tell you there is not a blueprint that you have to follow to the T when it comes down to what you are doing. Okay. And I had to learn that because oftentimes we see, like, we get in these situations to where we want to do a thing and it's on our heart. We know this is what we're supposed to do. But then instead of doing it the way it comes to us, we feel like we can look at someone else's journey and say, okay, well, they have this blueprint. And then it's, let me just add too, because a lot of people sell a lot of stuff that tell you if you follow this step in from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to work out the same way for you. So that right there hinders us as well, because we think that we can follow someone else's blueprint and we can render the same results. You may get close, but I've learned throughout the years, you are not going to get the exact thing that someone may be promising or that you may try to follow or mimic. So I would say one thing that I learned on my crochet journey was that I had to do things the way that it came to me. Now, one thing I also want to mention is that you have to start. And sometimes starting is you being encouraged and looking at other people things and saying, okay, so I love this style. Maybe if it's yarn unboxings, right? Let's just use this for example. When I first started my crochet, I did a lot of yarn unboxing. I did a lot of other things that I enjoy seeing on YouTube before I actually became a YouTuber, right? And I find with me doing that, I actually found my actual purpose within me doing that. But I feel like I would not have found my way if I did not start. So sometimes starting does come from you looking at other things and being what we call it, inspired by them, right? We're not copying, but we're inspired. And when you're inspired by others, you start your journey, but then on your journey along to the way you understand, like, listen, your blueprint look different, y'all. It looks so different. And I realized that my blueprint was different when I started creating, and it was like ideas just came to me and it was like, no, 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 do it this way, do this right here. So it wasn't like, hey, you need to follow this to an exact. It was like, no, you have to follow it to your personality. You have to follow it to what's true to your heart. You still have to remain yourself and you still have to give what you came here to give, but you have to do it your way. And one thing people miss is that sometimes some things that you do give may have some similarities to what someone else is doing, right? It may as it well enough will be, because the crazy thing is the idea didn't just come to you. The idea could have came to you and 20 other people, that's somewhere that But the beautiful thing about that is that it's for you to do the idea the way that it came to you, not to go looking for the other 20 other people and saying, okay, they did it this way, so maybe I'll do it this way. I'll keep it up, and I like how they did this. No, 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 no. You have to do it the way that it came to you. And a prime example, I'm gonna give y'all another example, because listen, this was so crazy to me. My son wanted to do like this tear thing for his YouTube channel. And I told him, I was like, oh, that's a great idea. And I said, I saw that on a gaming channel before and it's awesome. He was like, yeah, I really want to do it. It was so crazy. Before he got to do his video, a video popped up on his channel showing him someone else doing it. And I told him, I said, listen, that's fine. That just tells me that you're following what you're supposed to be doing. I said, but don't get discouraged and think because you see it somewhere else, you're not supposed to do it. I said, that's not how it is, because there's going to be people who's going to gain something from the way that you do it, and there's people that's going to gain something from the way somebody else do it. So never get discouraged when you see something that you want to do and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't want to do it because this person already did it. No, no, no. It's special for you to do it because you have a certain select people who is going to be attracted to the thing that you do, and the way that you do it, the way that you say it, the way that you encourage them, they are going to gravitate to you because those are the people who were meant to get the information from you. Just because someone gives similar information doesn't mean that they're going to connect to the same exact people. So you have to remember that, right? Because oftentimes we don't do something because we think like, oh, I was too late on doing this. I didn't follow the blueprint the right way. Listen, your blueprint does not look the same as somebody else. They may have a similarity to what you're doing, but in all actuality, listen, you're special in what you're doing. So whatever it is that you want to do, understand that you're going to have a starting point. Your starting point is going to be inspiration, possibly from others, from other things that you see, or a thought come to you. You're going to be like, okay, let me start here. Along your journey, that's when you understand. Through your experiences is when you create your own personal blueprint. I'm going to say that one again. Because I tell my kids that all the time. Life is full of nothing but experiences. There's no book that says, hey, your life is going to go exactly this way, this way. As you experience, you're building up this blueprint. You're building up what works for you. And you're experiencing, hey, this doesn't feel good, so I'm going to stay away from this. This feels great, so I'm going to continue on doing this. So that's what it's all about. Now, I want to say this because I had this written down and I know I wasn't going to remember. So I'm going to read it off the paper for y'all. Okay. So the thing is, creativity doesn't require perfection. It does not require permission or even confidence. It just requires movement. And that means just start. Starting point, getting up and just doing that thing that has been like digging at you. Because there's sometimes I'm like, listen, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if this is too much. You will never know. But my thing is, when I leave this earth, I'm going to leave empty. Nobody can say I did not do everything that I felt in my heart that I should do. There's a plethora of things that I do. And sometimes it's like, listen, whoa, that's why I came up with the name All Over the Place Crochet Broadcast. Because yes, for crochet, I'm all over the place, but y'all, in real life, I'm all over the place as well. I have like 101 different ideas, 101 different things I may want to do. And I may try it once and realize, like, listen, this ain't for me. Because way early on in the beginning, I done dibbled and dabbled in trying to do candles. I was trying to make jewelry. Like, I mean, the list can go on and on and on. But that's how you get to where you're supposed to get to. You have to just create movement and start and keep going. That's what it's all about. So I hope that this conversation encourages someone to understand, like, listen, create your own blueprint in this lifetime, whether it is with something being creative as arts and craft or just in general. It could be a career, just day-to-day life. Understand that you do not have to follow something that someone else made, because it's not going to go the exact way for you. You were made different. You were made special. You were made in your own way so that you can do things to encourage the people who's going to be attracted to you. So just remember that there's someone out there who's waiting for you to do a thing so that they can be inspired, and then they can start and they can inspire others as well. Now, before we get up out of here, y'all, I'm going to show y'all this love plush. Look at this cutie patootie, y'all. It is a watermelon mini little love plush, and I think it's the cutest, but it's a surprise. It is a surprise in the back. Look at this. It's clipping my microphone, but we also have it as, let me show you. I'm gonna clip my microphone. It also has a little butterfly surprise. Y'all, I think this is so cute. And this was one of the things, like I say, we have to just follow our own blueprint, because this, I was like, what would it be if I make it in a wait for yarn? And we're gonna put a little butterfly wing on the back. We're gonna make it like a watermelon, and we're gonna have a watermelon butterfly love plush. Look at this cutie. This is so cute to me. And guess what? It may not be for everyone, but guess what? It's gonna be for somebody. And even if it's just for me, I am more than enough. You gotta remember that. Even if it's something that you just love, you are more than enough. Create it just for yourself, okay? So with that being said, y'all, please, please, please always remember that I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and I will see you next time.